Hello everyone, welcome back to the exam series of chapter Mean Median Mode. We have already solved some questions from 2023 and 2022 paper, and today we'll continue with the remaining things. So let's continue. Now this question is from paper 2020. It is a 4-marker question. Alright, where we are given a table which is representing weekly wages and the number of people, and we have to estimate the mode of this from the graph. Now when we say mode, we have to plot the histogram. So I'll plot the histogram based on the given values. Alright, so which is just looks like this. Alright, so I have taken the wages on x-axis, number of people on y-axis. The scale is taken as 2 centimeter equals to 1000 rupees, y-axis 2 centimeter equals to 2 people, and then based on that this graph is prepared. Now if you see here, to estimate the mode, we have to take the highest frequency. We have to join the preceding and the successor frequencies. So we have joined these values, and based on that we'll get this value as the mode. So what I can say, the mode is based on histogram, right? The mode is 5400 rupees. Alright, so this is the mode value we can find from the histogram. Alright, so be careful when you plot the graph. Okay, take the appropriate values on x-axis and y-axis and write the scale. Okay, second question, again 2020 question. Okay, which is a 3-marker question where we have to find the mean of the data, where the mean is given and we have to find the frequency, missing frequency. Alright, so let's quickly prepare the table for that. Okay, so let's quickly write the fx value. So fx is nothing but f into x. So what do we get here? 15, 70, and the summation of f is nothing but 25 plus f. So we got this value, and now we'll write the mean formula. So mean is nothing but sigma fx upon sigma f, right? We know this. Mean is given to us, which is 16. So I substitute all the values and we'll quickly find the missing frequency f. Alright, so this is 25 plus f. And when I simplify this, so I'll get f is equals to 15. Alright, so this is the missing frequency of this data. I hope you understood this. Now this is a 6-marker question where we have to find the median, okay, upper quartile, and the number of students who cover a distance with which above 16.5 meter. So right, so here we have to plot the Ogive first. Okay, so we have to find the CF first, right, to plot this graph, correct? So we'll do it quickly. So let's write CF. So 3, and now based on that I have to plot the Ogive. So Ogive, you have to remember the points, okay? Upper limit you have to take and the CF. Remember? Okay. So 13, 3, then 14, 12, and so on. So based on that I have prepared this Ogive. So which looks like over here. Now we'll make a freehand curve. Okay. So we'll join all the points by this freehand curve. So we got this, correct? Now to find the median. So median is what? Median is nothing but n upon 2th observation, correct? Or term. So we have total 40. So which is 20th term. So 20th term is, and now when we go corresponding values over here, you have to use a scale. Okay, remember that. So you'll get approximately 14.7, right? So this is nothing but, median is nothing but 14.7. meter. Okay, because it is a distance, so you can say meter approx. Alright, now we have to find the upper quartile. Now upper quartile, let me write it here, how to find it out. Remember Q3 is nothing but 3n upon 4th term, so which is nothing but 3 times we have 40 total upon 4th term, so we'll get 30th term. Right, now 30th term is nothing but from the graph. Okay, let's find it out. So 30th term is here, take the corresponding value. So if you scroll, you take the corresponding value, you will get approximately 15, and this is 5, almost 15.6, right? So I'll say upper quartile Q3 value is approximately 15.6 meter. Okay, and now number of students who cover a distance which is above 16.5 meter. So 16.5 meter, how many students are there? So let's quickly find it out here from the graph. So 16.5 is here, so you have to find the corresponding value for this. So this is nothing but 35, right? So this value is 35. See, we have taken this 16.5 over here, so I'll get 35. So total 40 minus 35, so we'll get 5. So 5 students over a distance 16.5 meter. Okay, you have to write proper answer in your answer sheet. Alright, you have to show over there. Perfect. I hope you understood this question. This is a 6 marker question, so do it very carefully so that you can avoid all the mistakes. Now this is a 3 marker question. Okay, the data is given where the number of patients attending the hospital in a month. By using the shortcut method, you have to find the average number, right? Okay, so what do we have to do? We have to prepare a table for the shortcut method. Now number of patients, number of days is the nothing but the frequency, find the class marks, x value, and then for the shortcut method we need d value. So d is nothing but x minus a. We have to assume a mean. They clearly stated as assumed mean is 45. So this value, class marks. So how to find the class marks? 10 and 20, add them, you will get 30. 30 upon 2 is 15. So I'll get my class marks same way for all. Okay, now this is the assumed mean. They have already stated us. Now based on that we can find the d value. So what I can say, 15 minus 45, I'll get minus 30, right? And then we have to multiply this d and f value. So minus 30 into 5. So I'll get negative 150. So I'll quickly complete this table, and then what do we get? We'll get these values. Alright. So I have found all the d values and fd. Now summation of fd equals to minus 140 we got. We have to find the mean, average patients. So mean equals to, now a plus sigma fd over sigma f. We have all the values with us. A is assumed mean, which is 45, plus negative 140 upon 30 we get. When I simplify this, I'll get 45 minus. Now this is 4.667 or 67. See the question, okay? In the question, they asked us to find the answer correct to 2 decimal places. And that's why I can take this value. Okay. So what I'll get? Mean equals to, if I simplify this, 40.33 patients. Okay. So these are the average number of patients we'll get for the over period of 1 week. Alright, perfect. Now this is a 6 marker question. Okay. Now usually see when you have Ogive graph, you have to find the median and maybe a quartile, maybe upper quartile, lower quartile, and so on. So this type of question comes for 6 mark. Alright. This is the pattern which we have observed so far. Now the data table is given. Based on that, when we want to draw the Ogive, we need CF values, correct? And we have to mention which points we have to show on the graph. So I have prepared this table where we have to find the CF value. So what I'll do, I'll just quickly write this 5, 5 plus 9, 14, and so on. Okay. Now this points on the graph. What does it means? We have to take the upper value. Remember that. So 10, 5 is my first point. Okay. Then 20, 14. So this is the second point which we have to show. Uh, right. And so on. So if I'll quickly complete the table, what do we get? We'll get these values. Correct. So we have all the values of CF and points which we have to show on the graph. So based on that, I get this graph. Okay, I have substituted, I have plotted all the points on the graph. Scale I have taken 2 centimeter equals to 10 marks, 2 centimeter equals to 20 students. Perfect. Alright. Now, x-axis is nothing but the marks value, and here on the y-axis number of students. The points which are plotted here, now we have to plot the Ogive. So what I have to do, we'll just make a freehand curve to join them, right? A very simple freehand curve we have to make. Okay, and now based on that we have to find the median. So we know that the median equals to n upon tooth term. So n is how much? 120. So 60th term. So the 60th term is here, and if I'll just go along with this, use a ruler if you want. Okay, I'll just put a straight line over here. So what do I get? The straight line, if I'll make just along with this, I'll get my median value, correct? If I'll read this, so this is nothing but 40, this is half of that, so it is approximately 43 marks. Okay, so we'll get this value. Now the second question, what they are saying, the question is the number of students who did not pass the test. The percentage was 50. Passing percentage was 50. Now what does it means? Here passing percentage is 50 marks. So this, and we already know this point, right? 50, we already know 50, 78. We see, we plot this, that's why we wrote this. Okay, 50, 78. So what I can say now, the second answer, 78 students did not pass. We can read from graph. Okay, this is from graph. And now the third question is to find the upper quartile marks. So upper quartile marks, Q3 is nothing but Q3 equals n 3n over 4th term, and n equals to, we know that it is 120. So if I simplify, I'll get 90th term. Okay, 90th term, and then from the graph, if I'll find the 90th term, so here between 180, so this is 90. Okay, if I'll just go along with this and I have to go down, so this is the very straight line, right? Here only this will meet, so 55. So what I can say from graph, it is 55 marks. This is also from graph we got, correct? Perfect. All right. Now this is a 4-marker question from 2018 paper, where we have to draw the histogram, okay, for the given distribution to find the runs scored by 50 batsmen. All right, and the data is given here. All right, so based on that, first of all we have to make the histogram and then we have to find the mode data. All right, so what I'll do, I'll quickly just plot the graph. So here is the graph, and now what you can see, we have taken the x-axis as 2 centimeter equals to 1000 runs, okay, based on this, and then y-axis we have taken the number of batsmen. All right, based on that we have prepared the graph. Now here the highest frequency is 18, so you have to join the upper and the lower limit from the frequency from the previous classes, and then what you will get, if you see this value that shows you the uh, mode of the data, right? So what it is, if you just observe here, it is 4000. Now this is a 3-marker question, very easy question, where mean is given and we have to find the missing frequency A. All right, so what I'll do, I'll quickly write those values. Now as the class interval are given, we have to find the x value. So 0 plus 10 divided by 2, I'll get 5, and then I have to multiply this f and x, so 35 I'll get, and I quickly make the table accordingly so that I'll get this values. Now when I add all fx value, we'll get 810 plus 15a, and sigma f is 30 plus a. Now the mean, so mean equals to, we have this, okay, sigma fx upon sigma f. Now the mean is given, as 24, so I'll write this 24 equals, now I'll substitute all the values, 810 plus 15a upon 30 plus a. So on simplifying, we'll get a equals to 10, which is the answer which we required, right? I hope you understood these calculations which I have done here. All right, see, we first of all we cross multiply this, and then I divided first of all of them by 3, because they all are divisible by 3 to make the calculation simpler, okay, and then I have simplified. Perfect. Okay, now here again one more question for this median. So we have to draw the Ogive graph. All right. So let's understand. See the graph we have to plot. Okay. The heights are given in terms of centimeter for 60 boys, and the data is as given in the table. Scale is also mentioned here. So 2 centimeter height of 10 centimeter and 2 centimeter equals to 10 boys you have to take. So this is x-axis and y-axis. Okay, you have to plot the Ogive graph. Now first thing, we have to plot the CF table. So I have prepared this CF table. Okay, so you know how to prepare it. So we have done this. Now you have to plot this point. So 140 and 4 is the first point. So 140 comma 4 is the first point, and so on. We have to plot them on the graph. So these are the points which we got here. Okay, mention the scale and everything, which values are you taking on the x-axis, y-axis, and so. And now we have to plot the smooth curve. So we'll do this. So I am preparing this Ogive curve over here, and we got this, correct? This is the curve which we required. All right, now we have to find the median value. So median, so I'll just write here first. So median, we are finding the first answer, median equals n upon tooth term, right, which is nothing but 60th, 60 divided by 2, so which is 30th term. And now from the graph, if I'll see 30th term here, So what do we get? If we'll scroll down, I'll get 150 straight away, right? This is the median value. So I can say the median is 150 centimeter because we have taken height on the x-axis. Alright. Now second answer, lower quartile. So lower quartile is nothing but Q1 value. Q1 is nothing but n over 4th term. Correct? So 60 upon 4, which is 15th term. Alright. Now from the graph. Okay, from the graph what we can see, 15th term is just between these two. So if I'll just go along with this and if I'll go down. So this is my answer. So it is approximately 147. Correct? So we'll get this as 147 centimeter. So that's a lower quartile. Okay. And above 158 centimeter is considered as the tall boys of the class. Find the number of boys in the class who are tall. So 158 centimeter and above. 158 centimeter. So these are 155 and 158 is somewhere here. And if I'll just go along with this, okay. If we go along with this here on this Ogive graph, I'll get the value over here, and which is nothing but almost it is just above the 50. So I can say this is 51, right? So I can read this value as 51, and now you have to subtract it from 60. So what I can say, the number of tall boys, the number of tall boys are nothing but 60 minus 51, and you will get 9 boys. Correct? So this is how we'll get the answers for this. Perfect? Okay. Now this is very simple question. Okay, it is from 2017 4-marker question where the marks of 10 students are given and the data is arranged in ascending order already. Median is given and we have to find x and then mode. Alright, so the median, okay, there are 10 students, so median is given as the average of the middle two. So middle two are this two, so median equals to n upon 2th observed term plus n plus 1 upon 2th term upon 2, the average, right? And then when we substitute the values, I'll get 48 equals x plus 4 upon 2. If you divide all of them by 2 and then simplify, so we'll get x equals to 46. Now the data. So we got this value, okay, x equals to 46. So we found the first answer. And now the data are nothing but what? 13, 35, 43, 46. Again x is there, so 46, 50, 55, 61, 71 and 80. So the repeated number is 46. So the mode is 46. Very simple and easy question, okay? So you should not lose any marks for this type of question. Remember this. Now 2017 paper 3-marker question. We have to calculate the mean where the using the step deviation method. They have mentioned that we have to use the step deviation method. Now marks and the number of students are given. So we have to write the class marks value, x value, and step deviation is what? T equals to x minus a upon I, where I is the class length, and then we have to find xt. So if I write the class marks, so 0 plus 10 upon 2, so I'll get 5, okay, and then t. So if I'll just complete this table, okay, then I'll get my assumed mean over here. So if I'll simply complete this, okay, and then my assumed mean, I can take any of this. So I'll take the a value over here, and then I'll find everything, okay. So when I complete this table, I'll get this class marks. I have assumed this mean as 35. I found t values, okay. How to find t values? X minus a upon I. I is the class length. Here it is 10. So we have to divide them by those values, okay. You'll get here minus 30, and then divide by 10, you'll get minus 3. Then xt is what? Multiplication of 5 and minus, you'll get this, okay. So this is what we are getting, correct. This is ft, okay. All right. So we'll get summation of ft and summation of f. Now mean. We have to find mean. Mean equals to the formula for the step deviation. So a plus sigma ft over sigma f times I. Okay. So this is the formula which we have to apply, and now we can find the mean value by substituting all the values. So 35 plus negative 37 over 100 times 10. And when I simplify this is very simple calculation. 35 minus 3.7 you can say, and then you'll get the mean value as 31.3. So very simple question, right? Only thing, you have to make the correct table. Perfect. All right. Now this is a 6-marker question from 2017 paper, where we have to find the median, lower quartile and all using the Ogive graph. Alright, so daily wages of 80 workers are given on the table, okay. Also they have given the scale very straightforward way. They have mentioned x-axis and y-axis values. Now to plot this Ogive graph, I need CF value, so I have prepared this table already, okay. And based on that, we have to plot the graph. So I have already plotted these points. Remember, we have to take the upper value and CF values for these points, as I already mentioned in all the previous questions which we have solved. Write the scales properly, write the values which you are taking on x-axis and y-axis. Everything should be proper. Now we have to draw the freehand curve for this. So if I just plot the graph, so what do we get? A graph something like this, okay. So this is the Ogive graph which I am getting. Now to find the median value. So median is what? Median is nothing but the n upon 2th observation, right, term, which is 40th term, because total are 80, correct. And what do we get from the graph? 40th term. It is clearly over here. You have to use the graph to take these values, okay. And this is going to be little bit higher than 600. So I can say that it is 605 over here. Very close to this. So this is 605 rupees, okay, because it is nothing but wedges. Alright. Now you have to find the lower quartile. Lower quartile is nothing but Q3 value. So Q1 value, I'm sorry. Q1 equals to n upon 4th term. Right. So we'll get the 20th term, and by the by just observing the graph, what we'll get? 20th term over here, and this is very straightforward. So what do we get? It is 550. Very simple. So Q1 is 550 rupees. We got this. Okay. Now the next question is what? The number of workers who earn more than 625 daily. Alright, 625 daily, more than that. So 600 and 650 are here. 625 is exactly between them. And when I just just go with along with this line, okay, here. So I'll get the value over here, which is approximately 51, I can say, right? So this value 51, I have to subtract it from the total value. So 80 minus 51, I can say, and I'll get approximately 29, right? 29 workers. 29 workers have this um, amount, okay, more than 650 rupees. Perfect. All right. Now this question is from 2016 paper, very simple question, okay, where the mean is given, okay, and we have to find the missing value x. Also we have to estimate the median. Very simple question, right? So we know that mean equals to sum of all the observation, right? Sum of all observation upon total number of observation. And then when I add them, what do we get? We have to add all the values. We'll quickly do that, okay, and then we can find the missing number x. So the total are nothing but 9 over here, and then we'll write this 68 is the mean that is given. And now when I simplify, I'll get x value equals to 89. Okay, so I got x as 89 on simplifying this. All right, and then I'll write the data in the ascending order. So data is what? I'll write all the values, correct. Then comes 60, and then 69, 70, 81, 89 and 94. So we wrote all the values in ascending order, and as there are 9 data, the middle one is your median, correct. Very simple question, right? So median is what? N upon tooth observation or term, which is nothing, you can say n plus 1, right? Sorry, n plus 1. So you get ninth term, and which is nothing but 69. So 69 is the median. Perfect. All right. So solve them, okay, and if you have any query, please let me know. Thank you for watching.